Welcome back to the exciting conclusion of Not Werewolf Man Does a Thing in Game with Werewolf Man. In this episode, we will do a thing involving dropping down here and breaking our legs. Why? Because this allows us to activate this switch without having to do any of the things involving going about there, dropping down here, any of it. We just have to drop down. It's very nice and kind to us. So now we can continue on and finish the clock tower. Yes, we die at the most ridiculous of times. And now we are at the castle keep. In the castle keep there is castles to keep. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. After all, anything else would just be ridiculous. Let's get this red jewel and continue on our way. But first, we will be stopped by Reinhardt, who will give us the exact same conversation as he did with Cornell. Of course, this time it's a bit sillier, since 7 years ago he says that he had just heard of a impending global war, and apparently he forgot about it for 7 years, and the news has arrived again. Reinhardt is Twitter. Yes. So we will skip that, because there's no reason listening to him prattle on about World War I a second time. Especially not 7 years after the last time, giving the exact same conversation, but to a white knight instead of a furry. And there is no Charlie Vincent in the Charlie Vincent room, because we're not getting the bad ending. No, we are going to let Carrie get the bad ending. The poor lass. Instead, we will come through here and watch in amazement as we stare at a coffin, and the coffin starts to get a little bit nervous and prematurely ejects. It's okay. Everyone does that their first time. Huh. The coffin is filled with ashes! Someone's already come and killed Dracula. And I should probably get out of here. The castle's going to start collapsing soon. Wait a minute. Ominous music. That means there's something, by God. Let us see. When is this something going to materialize? Santa Claus! I knew you were Dracula. You couldn't fool me. No, it's presents. I seek presents. Oh, wait, no, that was mist, not ashes. Or is it snow? Maybe this is Santa Claus. And he's going to slowly levitate down towards us. Very fucking slowly, in fact. Come on, Dracula. Hurry it up, we don't have all day. I feel like that was a direct response to me. Anyway. This is your pretty standard Dracula fight. It's the same fight that Cornell got, only we don't get to turn into a Warwolf or a whatever and defeat him in 3 blows. It would be nice if we could defeat him in 3 blows, because that would get this farce over with far faster. But no, he's going to be a bit more durable than that. I think it's a combination of him being more durable and... Excuse me? I hit that. Well, we see the first use of vampirism, where we have to use a purifying. And we are in vampirism, we cannot eat, we cannot use our primary attack, and Dracula healed himself some health. And we are missing. Okay. Let us actually fight him, and not just whip blindly in the air, missing like a man. Come now, Dracula. You cannot give me a hug, I am immune. Drac! You cannot... He tried to give us a hug. You didn't see it, but I certainly felt it. He keeps trying to give us hugs. Ouch. That attack hurts. Quite a lot. Fortunately, we have 8 roast beefs, so let's use one of them. We also have that healing kit if we ever need it, but we're not going to. And now, there we go. Arg. Pirate Santa Claus? Ugh. Yes, he's going to laugh. Laugh it up. This is not a good way of coping with death, Dracula. I don't know, you're the one on your knee bleeding out your armpits in front of me. Well, I mean, if I don't oppose your evil mights, then you would kill me. So, I kind of have to fight. And he's going to do a little jig, and the power of dancing is going to vanquish him. Good show. I always knew that was how we defeated vampires. The power of making them dance. The great dance plague of 1853. Probably killed more vampires than the Belmonts ever have. You know, just spitballing here, but doesn't the castle usually start to collapse after Dracula has died? I mean, I'm pretty familiar with my Castlevania, and I was pretty sure the castle starts to collapse at this point. I mean, maybe it's just not going to collapse. Oh, there it is. There we go. Finally. It took a little while for this to start. Yes, Reinhardt, stop looking around like a dunce and start to run away. Come on. Are you just going to stand there lack-jawed, or are you going to run? Like a man would. A man with biceps. And whatever the hell it is you have on your chest. Thank you. Except we're not going to run, because running is for cowards and children. We are going to jump and slide. Because that is how a man does it. Without looking at the ground below him, he plunges forward and continues running into a cutscene. An arrow? Who would be shooting an arrow? Is there anyone with a bow around here? We're just going to stop running, take a look, and oh look, it's our pal Malice. He has a flying unicorn, and he shot that arrow here to get our attention. We're saved. He's going to fly us off on his magical unicorn. I knew saving that kid would come in handy. Ah, that's brilliant. He's a very smart child. Indeed. Alright, let us go up here and talk to our buddy. Hello there, Malice. What evil is this? It surpasses even the foul aura of Dracula. Malice, what are you? How did you get such an evil unicorn? Oh, he's looking at us with that smug look. He knows exactly what he's doing. Thinks he's all cool just because he has a black winged unicorn. You have destroyed my servant. I did not expect such power. Enough. Now you face the Dark Lord himself. What? Not Dracula? You... the Dark Lord? Oh no. And now he's going to start sparking and electrocuting and having blue lights show up everywhere. Oh no. This can only get sillier. Just you wait. It's going to get sillier. And a flash of white light, and we realize, holy shit, puberty has been really kind to Malice. Jesus Christ. And he had, what is he? He looks like he's at least in his mid-20s now. He was, what, 8 years old before? Imbecile. You thought you could defeat me? I waited only to regain my full power. I, Dracula Vad Tepish, slaves, welcome the return of your master. You have killed my servant, the guardian of my sleeping spirit. Now, after 100 years, I return in the body of this child. I never dreamed it would last so long. I live again. Miserable worms! Your rightful lord has returned. I will wrap the world in darkness and crush all to my will. On your knees before the might of Dracula. Oppose me and die. I'm pretty sure there's some fangirls that would get on their knees for the might of Dracula, if you know what I mean. No, wrong thing, Reinhardt. Anyway, we're going to defeat Dracula using his longtime weakness. Axes. Lots of axes. Come on. Holy crap, we almost killed ourselves due to our own gross incompetence. Imagine how Malice would have been if we actually did kill ourselves that way. It would have been very silly. Taking those hits was worth it to smack Malice in the face. He's very silly. Although I do have to admit, you've been working out. He does have a pretty nice core to him. I mean, look at those abs, Jesus Christ. He's been taking lessons from his son on how to get the fangirls, clearly. He even has the long hair and the trench coat and the scar and the bling bling on his wrists. Truly. Yes. Okay, and now ridiculousness is going to happen. Hello there, Dracula. Also, I was wrong. He does have blue hair. I thought he had purple hair. We're going to look at him for a bit. Where am I? What has happened to me? Reinhardt, don't. No, don't extend your hand for Dracula. Ye cannot deceive me! Yes, this is the whole purpose why you need to keep Vincent from killing his own dumbass on Dracula. Because his job in the storyline is to not be an idiot. I mean, Rosa did warn us back before Castle Center, you know, you can't kill that which looks like a woman or a child, and apparently, you know, he can't. But Vincent can. Vincent is good at killing children. Vincent is asking for us to wipe that one off the records. The true shape of Dracula, which is one of the most ridiculous forms Dracula has ever taken. And that is something that has a lot of competition for the title. So we're going to stop skipping. We're going to stop this stupid cutscene. And yes, what the actual shit are we looking at? We're going to sit here and take the hit because, honestly, who really cares? Look at all the healing items we have. He doesn't have a one-shot move. We don't have anything like that to worry about. So, as long as we don't get hit too unnecessarily. He spends so much time charging it, and it doesn't even do anything. And he's dead already. What a boss fight. Jesus Christ, that was easy. We didn't even have level 3 axes to abuse. And now he's going to stand there looking at us like a fucking idiot. Yes, one of the things that Dracula has in common between both Cornell and the Reinhardt/Carey version is that he takes forever and a day to die. Because he just doesn't want to die. And then we're going to have... I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is the vacuum in Dracula malfunctioned? Ah, great. Our Dracula animatronic. Ah, there we go. Our animatronic is working properly. And never mind, it's exploding. That is just ridiculous. Like, you just whip him a bit, and then he just stops dead in his tracks. Even Reinhardt has to back up like, wait a minute, what? And then he just starts exploding for no reason. Like a solid 20-second delay after he was killed. What the hell? I mean, did they have to... Is he an animatronic? And it had to load the schematics for what's going to happen next? And that is not how you use the word schematics. That is not at all how you use it. So don't use it like that. Yes, Reinhardt, I agree. This death scene really is going on for quite too long. Jesus Christ, Dracula. We all have things to do. Just fucking die already. Okay, bye-bye. Jesus Christ. Some people think the world is all about them. Yeah, I mean, I know he's supposed to be the, king of evil or the dark or whatever, but still. So, Reinhardt, how do we plan to get out of here? Oh, we're just going to think our way out of here. Fortunately, we didn't show up in the top of the castle because I don't think we could get out of here in time. I mean, how long was our ascent? Probably over an hour. In fact, I'd be surprised if it was under an hour. I mean, hell, Castle Center alone, it's definitely not under an hour. Castle Center alone was 35 minutes. So it's probably around an hour and a half. And that was not an hour and a half of castle sinking. Well, that depends on if we can make more money out of the franchise. It's pretty much come to an end now because for whatever reason, Konami has stopped giving a shit about Castlevania. And besides, you're in an alternate universe, nothing ever happens in those. Because you were written out of the main timeline. And now we're going to have roses fall inexplicably for no goddamn reason. And then... as a serious question, how the fuck? Seriously, what is the explanation for this happening? Because the game never gives an explanation. She just appears at random, and her vampirism is cured. I can kind of understand the kill Dracula to save the people infected with vampirism that haven't fully succumbed to the curse yet. I can understand that, but she fucking died in the death fight. Does killing Dracula have the power to bring people back to life? I mean, I guess it's not as silly as asking ourselves why we keep killing death and why that's not interfering with the ways of the world. And yes, we're giving that soppy white knight speech about mankind and the power of the heart of man. Yes, this is the fate of humanity, to be stupid. Yes, it is. As Ike said, humans are possibly the stupidest creatures alive. At least I think that's what he said. It was right before he killed a god. Yes. Reinhardt. Come. Let's go home. Your family will be waiting for you. And then we will make a family, because this is apparently how that goes. We've had, all of 2 scenes together, and in one of them you tried to kill yourself, and in the other one you successfully killed yourself. So, God knows how they're going to get home. I don't see a path away from here. And we're just kind of stuck at the top of the cliff. Yes, as I said, Carrie's bad ending is the only ending in this entire game worth a damn. And we've seen these credits before, so with that, I am going to end this video. We will see you again next time when we start to explore the Dark Castle as Carrie Fernandez Belnades Fernandez, whatever the fuck she calls herself. Goodbye.